Santa Fe is Hyundai's first SUV when it was introduced back in year 2001. It became an instant hit, especially in the States. I like the overall shape of the car. I also like the HID xenon headlights and the front and rear skid plates. Things that I don't like? Well, probably just this. You know, they can call it Hyundai Bibimbap, or Hyundai Super Junior, or Hyundai Gangnam car, or even Hyundai Taichung. But instead, they named it after the capital of New Mexico in United States of America. And that was 7 years ago. Time just flew by, and in these 7 years we have experienced so much. We had Donald Trump as the world's most powerful man. We lived through a global pandemic. I've grown a beard. We achieved 200,000 YouTube subscribers. And we have also foldable phones that you can fold and unfold many times and you wouldn't break. And then we have this. The 4th generation Hyundai, capital of New Mexico. I still don't know why it's called that. Looking to replace your car battery? Get your BOSCH car battery online, now at Lazada and Shopee. Nope, this is not the facelifted model yet. It is the same pre-facelift introduced here 2 years ago, but now with some new updates. Now you get new rims design, Napa leather for all variants, and there's a tyre repair kit. Yep, that's right, it now doesn't come with a spare tyre. This Hyundai BTS does seem like it is sitting in its own little segment for its price, size, and also it seats 7 people. But actually there are also some competitors out there, for example, the Tiguan Allspace, the 5008, the Sorento, but the closest of all should be the Mazda CX-8 for the price and size. This Korean barbecue is huge. It is as big as my Lexus RX. And to give you an idea on how big this is, I've specially arranged for a Proton X50, also in white, to show you the size difference. Get it? Now, okay. Can go back, Eddie. Balik. It doesn't look that big in person though. Perhaps it's the way the car is designed. Everywhere you look, there are lines and creases sculpting the shape. I guess it's like a big guy with a well-toned and built body, while my Lexus RX is just a big flabby dude. I do like how it looks. It has got so much presence. And in terms of the design, it is on the daring side. This is a top-of-the-range 2.2-litre diesel all-wheel drive premium variant. That just means you get more as compared to the executive model. There are 2 engine options to choose from, 2.4-litre petrol or 2.2-litre diesel. Both come with executive or premium variants. The price ranges from 170,000 ringgit for the entry-level petrol executive, all the way up to 210,000 for this premium diesel model. Let's start with the headlight that is all the way down here. Yeah, for some reason they think it's a good idea to cut a hole in the bumper and just stuff the headlights in. These are LED projectors, and if you look closely, there are some details that you can admire. Those up here, the sleek ones, are LED DRLs, and a word of advice, if you happen to get into a fender bender, try very hard to avoid the front corners. Now the largest part on this facade will be this cascading grille. Yeah, Hyundai calls it that because of this cascading effect, I suppose. I like this satin chrome ornament that runs across the face. It goes very well with the front skid plate. The wheels are 19-inch in size with the new rim design. The tyres are Goodyear Eagle F1, the same ones that I use, the same size even for my Lexus. Now, the favourite part of the car for me is how flush the wheels are to the body of the car. It just gives it a wider stance, making it look like it's hunkered down to the road. You don't get that a lot with stock wheels. Hyundai, I've got something for you. Joy. You can feel the presence from the side. You get roof rails that's nicely integrated, chrome strips around the windows, and a touch of Hofmeister kink. From the back, you'll be mesmerized by these 3D effect tail lights. Now, check out how this tailgate is sculpted. It just makes the whole rear end a bit perkier. And if you squint your eyes a little bit, Bentley Bentayga? No? In here, the cabin feel matches the exterior looks of the car. Because you know, sometimes the inside and out just don't gel, but it feels right. I wouldn't say it's a premium interior, it's an overly used word. I would say it's a bit more upmarket. It is well designed, it feels spacious and airy. I like the two-tier design on the dashboard that sort of removes that visual bulkiness. The window line is just right. It's got this nice light-coloured, contemporary-looking fabric for the roof lining, so it makes it bright and airy in here. The seats are comfortable. I like how it is designed. It is finished in Napa leather. The steering wheel has got all the functions that you need on it, but there's one thing missing, which is the pedal shifters. Why? Absal. Way. The 7-inch digital display in the middle cluster in between two analog gauges look really good. It's got its own theme following the drive modes. There is comfort, eco, sport and smart. They just basically change color. And you can also choose the look between analog and digital as well. The only thing that doesn't gel in here would be this, the head unit. Yeah, it's got big buttons around it so you can access the functions easily when you're driving. Nice knobs. But don't you think the screen is a tad too small? 7-inch? Even the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3 has a 7.6-inch screen. And the interface looks like it's from the winter sonata kind of theme. Trees are dying, leaves are falling. It can do with a bit more color lah, huh? But one good thing is, it comes with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Everything else down here feels very well built. You get the climate control settings, in here, a 12-volt socket, a USB port for your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, aux port, which is nice to have, wireless charging, and another USB port for charging as well. Here you get two cup holders. Speaking of storage, you do get a nice compartment in front of the passenger. Here as well, near the armrest, and of course, the armrest compartment as well. This area though feels a bit out of place though. It's a bit cheap. The airiness continues back here even without a panoramic sunroof. The seats are comfortable. I like how it is designed. It has an armrest with cup holders. You get two air vents in the middle. Two USB chargers down here, which is great, with a compartment for you to put your phone while you're charging it. And there's a button for you to move the seat forward and backward for more space. Now, the best part is, not only you can move the seat forward and backward, you can also do this. Oops. The tonneau cover is blocking. You can do this. One of the highlights of this car is the boot space. It is huge, just check that out. And if you need more space, with a touch of a button, the seats will bow down like it's in the scene of the Jewel in the Palace. And you have a nice flatbed area for your stuff. Where's the third row seat, you ask? Well, it is hidden down there, flat, further camouflaged by this piece of carpet over here, which is very useful for when people keep asking you, hey bro, can you give me a ride? Sorry, 5 seats only, full already, no more seats. Look. Bo seat. What's no in Korean? Opso. If you really need that extra space, this is what you need to do. First, remove the tonneau cover. And where does this go? There is a special compartment in here for you to keep the tonneau cover. And this is also where your tyre repair kit is, because you have no spare tyres anymore. Voila! Now, roll the carpet and you will see the seats. Simply pull the string and it will rise, give you that extra seats. The boot space has become a lot smaller, but you can at least put 2 cabin-sized bags. Now, let's check out the third row seats. For a start, the door opens really wide. That's almost 90-degree wide, which makes getting in and out of the car very convenient. Now, to get into the third row seats, there is a function that allows the seat to move away gracefully. Check this out. It's very unlike those medieval one-touch seat tumble action. Now, to get in, it's very unlike MPV lah. This is an SUV, so good thing that I'm athletic. Yeah. I remember a few years back, 7 years ago, when I entered the back of Taichung-Gam, it was very tight. Very limited headroom, the windows were small, but here it is a lot better. For a start, the windows are bigger, so you get to see more things out there. The headroom, there's a lot of room actually. The seats, the design is very characterful even for third row seats. Now you get storage space on the left, you get cup holders on the right, you get your own AC controller as well with 2 fans on left and right. You also get your own 12-volt socket. The only complaint I have is the floor is a bit too high, so it does look like I'm squatting down back here. But if you were to slouch a bit and put up the headrest, it's actually not that bad. Now about the leg room, the knee room, it very much depends on the person in front. This is set to my sitting position, so it's actually not bad. But if the person in front of you try to be funny and not give you a lot of room, you can be funny as well by doing this. Now to the things I like about the Hyundai Jeju Island. The car welcomes you with a jingle like a Korean supermarket. Annyeonghaseyo! Very Korean, and even when you leave the car as well. And if you find it annoying, you can actually turn it off. With the key in my pocket and no hands to open the tailgate, the car can sense its helpless owner and open the tailgate automatically. Like that. That's right. No more kung fu sweeping action. If your child is left locked in the car, the rear occupant alert system will alert you. Anakku! That's not funny, because there have been so many cases where children were left in the car and died of heat stroke. So this can be a life-saving feature. The car allows you to choose the speed for the tailgate, which means you can choose between normal or fast. To those who don't want to waste their life waiting for the tailgate to do its thing, this is the car for you. The car welcomes you by unfolding the mirrors, but here comes the things that I don't like. You cannot unlock the car by holding on to the handle. You need to press on this black plastic thingy. Jinja! There is only one camera view for this large car, which is the reverse camera, which means it doesn't come with 360-degree view monitor. That's disappointing, and also the screen is a bit too small. But luckily, I've got an idea. Dun dun dun! You can only get into the third row seats gracefully through the passenger's side, but not from the driver's side because the little button here is missing. So, the only thing you can do is this and this. That's it. So, to get in would be a bit tricky and not very graceful. How do I get it up? Cut. So like I said, and you probably can hear it as well, it is a diesel variant. It's powered by a 2.2-litre CRDi turbo diesel engine, which is an all-wheel drive as well. It has an 8-speed automatic gearbox powering all 4 wheels. Now it makes a respectable 193 horsepower and 440 Nm of torque. The petrol variant has a 2.4-litre naturally aspirated engine with a 6-speed automatic gearbox instead, powering only the front wheels. That's right, only the diesel variants have all-wheel drive. The petrol engine makes 172 horsepower and 225 Nm of torque. On the safety front, it comes with 6 airbags and the usual stuff, which also includes downhill brake control, hill start assist, blind spot collision warning, rear cross traffic warning, and all that, the basic stuff. So, how does it drive? Well, it's a diesel car, so it is expected to be torquey. Yes, it is torquey and it is very addictive. It comes in very handy when you are overtaking, when you are coming out from a toll booth, when you're playing red light, green light, yellow light with all the cars on the road. And surprisingly, it is very smooth. You can hardly feel the gear changes, whether you're going fast or slow. It is just smooth. When you take it up to speed and around bends, this car somehow can hold itself very well. It doesn't feel like you are driving a big metal case. It somewhat feels like you are handling something that is a lot more compact, which is a good thing. It is just a shame that it doesn't come with pedal shifters to go with the drive. Oh, by the way, you can also see how the car distributes the power from front to the rear wheels as you are driving along, which is quite cool on the middle cluster. Now the throttle response, the brakes, steering feel and weight, they all seem to come together very well. You know, because a few years back, Korean driving feel was actually a thing. 7 years ago. But now, all this feels very good. It comes together very well. Maybe not as Jimba Itai well, but it's very commendable. The ride is very comfortable, the way it absorbs all the bumps. Your family members will definitely appreciate it. So I guess the big but here would be, you are constantly reminded that you are driving a diesel car. Especially when you're idling, when you're going slow, and when you pick up speed again. Well, don't get me wrong, the NVH in here is good, it's quiet, but you will still somehow hear it and feel it also. But when you're on the highway, going at it at speed, that's when you don't feel it. You get to enjoy the comfort and the torque as well. It's a proper highway cruiser, which is very rewarding. It is also very capable on and off the road as well, on rough terrains. Hyundai was so confident, they took us media to off-roading session in this, which was quite impressive. Yeah, okay, I know, you're expecting something bigger than that, right? A real big butt? Yeah, there is one. I like the car. From the looks of it, I'm sold, really. But for a car over 200,000 ringgit, it does come with some missing items. You know, in this crowded market, we are so spoiled by stuff like 360-degree view monitor, dash cam, panoramic sunroof, and the unfortunate thing is, it doesn't come with Hyundai Smart Sense technology, with all the adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist and all that. Yeah, some of you might argue, those things, no need lah. If you have those things, price will just go up. Well then, if you have that kind of thinking, perhaps then, this Hyundai Busan is the car for you. It's good looking, it's capable, it's powerful, it's comfortable, it can go off-road. One tank of diesel fuel can take you very far and use very long. This could probably be your Gganbu. I just still don't understand the name, why it is called that. It's about time it has a true Korean name, Hyundai. Be proud of it. You guys have any suggestions? You guys like those that I suggested throughout the video? You guys got that? Let us know. Comment below. Hyundai might just picked it up, right? 감사합니다. So, is this car for you? Well, if you're looking for a handsome, solid, and at the same time frugal daily workhorse to tackle your occasional rough terrains, river crossing, carrying goods, and go for your long-distance business trips, and at the same time it has to be a comfortable people carrier, then yes, this diesel-powered Korean horse is for you. But if you're not a very diesel-y person, you don't like the vibration, the sound, and the smell, then probably not. You should consider the petrol variant instead. If you want to find out more about the Hyundai Santa Fe, do log on to AutoBuzz.my. If you like our video, do give us a thumbs up, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking on the logo or the subscribe button below. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell to receive updates whenever we upload a new video. And please do get our t-shirts at AutoBuzz.shop. 감사합니다. Now it's time for some bubugi. This review episode is powered by Bosch Automotive Aftermarket. Get your Bosch car battery online now. I don't know how to do this. 좋아해. 좋아해. Hyundai, I've got something for you. Joy! Hyundai, I've got something for you. Joy!